As much fun as we've been having with our brand new Xbox One and the next generation, it's been missing just a little bit of craziness, a little bit of fun. And we're going to get that from Insomniac Games later this year with Sunset Overdrive, its first ever Xbox exclusive game after working under the hand of Sony for so many years. And I tell you what, we are damn excited about this one.
Absolutely. I mean, what you're seeing here is essentially the trailer we saw from last year when the game was originally announced. But thankfully, there is brand new gameplay to show now too. And we have to say we're very, very impressed. It kind of builds on the great tradition of open world games that Microsoft has actually been publishing over the last few years.
Yeah, it's there's a really easy way to describe Sunset Overdrive. It's not elegant. We're going to throw that out there right now. But, you know, it sort of looks like a big mashup of, say, Crackdown 2 meets Jet Set, Radio meets... I'm seeing a little bit of Prince of Persia in there as well. And
interesting, yeah.
as said, you know, that isn't...
A bit of Tony Hawk as well.
A bit of Tony Hawk as well, and that's not an elegant way to describe it, and maybe it's not entirely fair, but right now, you know, that sounds like the perfect mix of, you know, games that we want to see on our Xbox One when we're hitting up sort of the, you know, winter release schedule where everything's, you know, sort of looking as usual, urban sort of environments, modern warfare, greys and horrible browns, and right now there's just so much colour here that it's just exciting me. It's making me happy in my heart.
Anything that can follow in the tradition of Crackdown makes me happy. I'm a huge fan of that series. I really enjoyed the first one. Found the second one to be pretty good as well. But just big open world sandbox games that let you really run riot and have fun are great. And we had a little taste of that with Dead Rising 3, which did a lot of those things. But the scope of the world was a little bit contained. It wasn't maybe quite as crazy as it could have been. And the gameplay wasn't maybe as tight as it could have been. Insomniac have had a lot of time to work on this. They've got a great reputation for really polishing up their stuff. And we've got to say that it looks so impressive. I mean, yes, it's colourful, but it's also so detailed.
Yeah, totally. I mean, so the big thing here is we've got a energy company has basically...
Energy drinks, yeah.
Energy drink companies released this contaminated drink onto the city. And that's basically turned everyone into these mutants, as you can see. And you've got this one guy here, he's basically, you know, pretty much a nobody, he's working as a janitor, and he's just got this special skill set, which basically lets him grind and ride any surface in the game, and it just looks awesome. So, I mean, basically it's a platforming sort of smash 'em up in the same sort of way that Dead Rising was, except, you know, this is set in this, you know, sun-soaked apocalypse with this sort of really sweet 80s chic vibe, and I think that's really going to set it apart from everything else this year.
Loving some of the weapons in this game as well. I mean, it's just some of the ones you see in this trailer, the teddy bear TNT gun, the bowling ball gun, sort of various kind of various versions like grenade launchers or melee weapons that are just insane things. Even guns that fire out the bottle of the energy drink that then spills out onto the floor and attracts all of the mutants to it. But beyond that is kind of some of the boss battles. I mean, we get a glimpse of it towards the end of this trailer, but the scale of some of the combat looks really amazing.
Yeah, do you know what I love about the weapons as well is sort of you get these amps which amp up all of the weapons and give you all these sort of superpowers on top of them, and you know, even like the basic sort of AK-47 has been sort of redubbed the AKF-U up, is what it's been dubbed internally, and you know, that has like an amp that shoots out like mini nuclear explosions and stuff like that. It's just, it looks ridiculous in the best possible way, and you know, I, for one, I can't wait. I've always loved Insomniac games. Fuse wasn't the best, but I've got a lot of time for the guys behind Ratchet and Clank and Spyro.
Yeah. Sunset Overdrive is really setting the bar for bright, colourful, fun games in this next generation, and it's looking like explosively good fun.